Alright, there's the next big project. We're going to do a whole series on this, pretty detailed, as detailed as possible. It's an early 60s model International Scout. And do everything, interior, paint, mechanical. Probably put a Holley sniper kit on this thing. Just turn it back into a little ranch buggy. Alright, this is the engine these Scouts came with, or one of the engines anyway. It's a 152 cubic inch Comanche slant 4. These slant 4s are basically, if you don't know nothing about them, they're essentially the International V8. I believe it was a 302 or something like that. They just cut the head off of it. Most of the parts interchange. All the internals are the same. All said and done, makes about 95 horsepower. First step is gonna be getting some wheels and tires put on this thing and actually make it roll, because these are junk. Probably throw some wheel spacers on there as well, because I think we're gonna lift it and get a little bit wider wheelbase so this thing's just a little more comfortable to drive. So I think we decided we're gonna end up just painting the rims for the International. I'd prefer to powder coat them, but we do have a decent budget for this project, but it's not super great for all the work that needs to be done. So we got to cut some corners where we can. So we opted to paint the rims instead of powder coating. Custom mix this white color. This is a regular white, pure white. I think I'm gonna go with something more along this lines. I think this color kind of just matches the era of the car a little better, and we're kind of in between, either going with a dark forest green for the primary color or a similar reddish orange that it currently is. I think this white is going to go a lot better with either one of those colors than a pure white would. Okay, here's our rims. What we're starting with anyway. Pretty rough. Basically we're going to hit it with a series of grinding wheels, flat disc, wire wheels, and sandpaper. Want to get all the rust and old paint off, get it down to bare metal, get ready for primer. Kind of like that right there. I want all of them to look just like that, or close to it. Okay, so I suck at this and I forgot to hit record on the time lapse. So I don't have any footage of us getting these all down to bare metal. And I also don't have any footage of getting the epoxy coat of primer on. But this is where we're sitting. They look pretty sharp. Tomorrow we're going to do a layer of 2K high build primer just on the faces, so we can get the last little bit of unevenness out of the surface. I'm not worried about the inside or the actual inside of the wheel. Nobody's ever going to see it, so it's not a big deal. Once we get that done, we'll do a little sanding on the faces and then do the whole wheel in our custom off-white. I also got some pretty special tires to put on this. I think y'all are going to like them. They're pretty sweet looking. It's going to go awesome with this car. So once we get all these finished, I'll get those installed and balanced and show y'all what it came out looking like. Well, we got our 2K high build primer on. Now we just got to go let this cure, sand all of them down, get them nice and smooth, and then we can go around all of them with our first coat of color. We got the first side done. We're just gonna wait for it to fully cure up. It's actually gonna end up being a matte finish. We're gonna let this fully cure up, flip them over, then do the front face, and we'll be finished. All finished up. These things look freaking sweet. Next, we'll get them installed and be able to start rolling this thing around and actually get to working on it.